This here is the updated X7 for BMW. It gets a new face, the new headlamp cluster, bifurcated in two. Of course, it's got that big grille up front, which today, well, doesn't look all that big. And it's got a bit of hybrid boost and a new cabin on the inside. Take all these changes, put them together, and what you get is a big update. And big is the operative word here. Now, first up, let's look at what's new on the inside. BMW's X7 was always well appointed on the inside, but here with the new screen, this new carbon fiber texture, the highlights here, the LED, and things like these adjustable vents, which are pretty cool. This cabin has been upgraded and it feels much more premium. Of course, you get this button here that helps you adjust the other seats. Seats apart, there are many significant interior upgrades. A new light bar enhances the mood on the inside, and BMW's twin screen curved display combines a 12.3-inch instrument panel and a 14.9-inch central information screen. The dash also gets a new central console devoid of any physical aircon buttons, but needless to say, the screen-based aircon controls are difficult to use on the move. Second row seats are just as comfortable as earlier. Now, as expected, not too many changes at the back here, but you do get this very comfortable seat, this captain's chair, and this unique cup holder here on the floor. And in general, it's spacey and airy and very comfortable to travel long distances in. And should you need to, you can even recline the backrest and really stretch out. The third row is near identical to the earlier car, but it's important to remember that the space and comfort on this row is what makes this one of the most comfortable cars in its class. You can spend a long time in the back and not be worse for wear. It's great even for long journeys. With all three rows up, you also get 300 liters of luggage space. And should you fold down the second and third rows, you could get upwards of 2,000 liters. With its new hybridized engine, its updated driver systems, and its bigger wheels, the new X7 is also quite different to drive. The new X7 rides well, but this car has some huge tires, and that does deflect the suspension a fair bit. Cars sold in India will have higher sidewalls, and that should make it more comfortable, especially over really bad sections at low speed. The car I'm driving is running some simply massive 22-inch wheels, so low speed ride is busy. Smaller wheels on the Indian spec car will help reduce this for sure, and as speeds increase, the X7 rides much better. The big BMW now displays an ability to iron out roads, and that's quite comforting. Under the hood, the 40i gets an updated engine with a hybrid system. Power is now up by 50 horsepower. It's around 380 horsepower now, and the electric motor provides around 12 horsepower and 200 Nm of extra torque. The electric system in fact gels superbly with BMW's high-revving 6-cylinder. The best bit, however, is this 6-cylinder engine. It sounds so sweet, it loves to rev, and it really does give this car a surprising amount of agility. Tap the throttle and responses are crisp, immediate and urgent, and this is due to that 200 Nm of torque that comes instantly from the electric motor. There's something special about BMW's 6-cylinders, and this one is one of the best. Smooth, happy to rev, and in possession of plenty of punch and a bit of electric boost now. The 40i is surprisingly good. The hulking 2.5-ton X7 will accelerate from 0 to 100 in just 5.8 seconds. Difficult as that is to believe. While there's no getting around the mass of the SUV, BMW has made sure you can enjoy driving the X7 as well. Now, on a winding road like this, in comfort, yes, the X7 does feel a bit top heavy and roll and feel a bit loose. But all you need to do to tighten things up is select Sport, and then the difference is pretty marked. Body control is much tighter. It points into corners with more confidence, and yes, despite its bulk, you can derive some amount of driving pleasure from the new X7. What makes it feel really special is that even though there's a fair amount of roll, it all feels well composed. The electric-driven anti-roll bars, the optional rear-wheel steering, and the air suspension and adaptive dampers all combine and play their part extremely well. BMW's X7 has been comprehensively and thoroughly updated. The new cabin has given it more of an upmarket feel, it is more luxurious on the inside, and the addition of a hybrid system has given it better performance and efficiency. Active anti-roll bars make it much nicer to drive. The update is so significant, it is now ready to go up against rivals and give them an even harder time. The looks will polarize, and at around 1.25 crore, there's a fair amount of competition. Still, what's clear is if you're in the market for a luxury 7-seater, this just has to be on your shortlist.